So when I first received this agenda from Flavia, I had a full buzzword attack. I thought I was going to inundate you with stories of gamification, neural networks, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality. And once I was done giving you enough techfluenza, I would go away to Transylvania. But the reprimanding looks on Flavia's face and those of many marketing mentors and professors and folks that I have huge respect for flashed before me, and I resisted the temptation. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not in denial of disruption. Least of all, averse to the idea. I worked for 3 different industries, each of them massively disrupted. It's almost like I join an industry and it gets disrupted. I worked in the record label business, then I went to Scotch with Diageo, Johnny Walker, and now with Mastercard. Payments, right? Massive disruption in each of those industries. My concern, however, is that in the din, in the noise of disruption-related fads, we are losing the very essence of the century-old discipline called marketing. Mark Ritson is the adjunct professor of Melbourne University, a really funny guy. You have to, if you don't already, you have to watch his videos and follow him on Twitter and everywhere else that you can. And he calls it seduction by technoporn. It's obsession with shiny new digital and tech fads, which is completely killing, as I said, the real discipline of marketing. That malaise is very evident from the slide over here. I'm glad the gentleman from Media Monks is not here yet. But that's Martin Sorrell's S4 Capital manifesto. It says, to create a new era, new media solution embracing data, content, and technology in an always-on environment for global, multinational, regional, and local clients, and for millennial-driven blah, blah, blah. It does not even mention the word creativity, because that would be too old-fashioned, too artsy for the era of chatbots and artificial intelligence, yeah? On the other side, another man you absolutely must follow, Ryan Wallman. He's the creative director of a healthcare company called Wellmark, and it's a satire on modern marketing, right? So he says, choose digital first, ask questions later. This is the false notion that we have that traditional marketing and digital marketing are completely different. It's all marketing, for God's sake, and I'll talk more about this. The target market is millennials, always. And our utterly false belief that everyone born between 1981 and 1996, they had the same behaviors, the same aspirations, the same patterns, everything is the same. So goddamn wrong. And yes, when everybody zigs, you must zig too. Brand purpose. I know there's a lot of talk of brand purpose. And I really liked what was said just before I came up on stage. Brand purpose is a reason a brand exists. But we have gotten so delusional as marketers that we are jumping onto every latest social or political issue because it's trendy, it's a cool thing to do, not because it is embedded in the brand DNA. And that's a big problem we have, again, that I wonder if the innovation that we actually need is a return to basics, a restoration of the art of gentle persuasion that marketing once used to be. And it still is in many, many pockets. There is no doubt about that. But for God's sake, tactics are preceding strategy. And that is why the marketing model is broken today. So, in my very humble opinion, these are just a few principles over here. They're not exhaustive by any means whatsoever. There are many more, I'm sure. But from the mistakes that I've made, including the $10 million mistake, and many others, I have learned these the hard way, and that's the reason I'm sharing them with you.